I won't do this too often and look at the SPY, which is the ETF for the S&P 500, but in this case it's running so close on the weekly chart that I'll do that for this time. So to start this week, a sequential sell countdown 13 complete, a combo clusters sell countdown complete 13, and a combo sell countdown complete 13, and the sell setup 9 end count completion printed perfected. So that has to hold for the end of the week for this end count, and it must hold above this close 459.10 for the end of the week on Friday, but that is a lot of 13s, and there was actually a sequential cluster that printed a few moments ago and has now disappeared, so it's close again to printing the sequential cluster sell countdown complete 13. And the SPY daily chart is a little tamer, and it's right on the edge of the combo sell countdown complete 13, so that's really close there. And the sequential sell countdown 12 has printed, so we're getting close to exhaustion of trend. And these sell risk levels are right above it, the aggressive combos sell risk and the aggressive sequential sell risks at that level. So this is very similar to the S&P 500, and this is the only other chart that we need to look at for now. This is the S&P 500 ROC1, ATR2, and the PPO Extreme chart, and we're going to focus on the PPO Extreme. I'm going to zoom in now. And the PPO Extreme is trying to break above this 10.04% level. You can see back in July and August it tried a couple times and then the rest was history. And now it's trying again. It did not hit it previously over here on the 18th or so, but it came pretty close, and it's trying again now. So these levels go back to the COVID crash era. Let's see if we can follow this 10.04 right here. So this was resistance even back to the COVID crash, and then once here it did make it above it and then had a pretty good drawdown. And it tried again here, just like recently it didn't hit it and had a pretty good drawdown. So all this adds up to the big decision of lightening up a little bit, and some tough choices, I'm sure, in everybody's portfolio to start lightening up. But there'll be another buying opportunity. I don't think traders and investors are going to let it go under 4,600, so I'm looking at the 4,600 level for the S&P 500.